The Electoral College is the system the United States uses to elect the president and vice president. Instead of a direct popular vote where the candidate with the most votes wins, the Electoral College assigns a certain number of electors to each state. These electors cast the official votes for president and vice president. Each state is allocated a number of electors equal to its total number of representatives in Congress, which is based on its population size, plus 2 for its senators because every state, regardless of size or population, has 2 senators. Therefore, every state automatically gets at least 2 additional electors in the Electoral College. There are 538 total electors, and a candidate needs a majority, 270 or more, to win the presidency. The Electoral College was created by the framers of the U.S. Constitution as a compromise between the direct popular vote and a congressional election. With the direct popular vote, some framers favored allowing the people to elect the president directly. Meanwhile, with a congressional election, others believed Congress should elect the president, fearing that the general public might not be well informed enough to make a sound decision. The Electoral College system was designed to balance state interests, to give smaller states a slightly stronger voice in the presidential election process by guaranteeing a minimum of 3 electoral votes regardless of population size. Avoid direct democracy concerns, which the framers feared that a large and diverse nation might struggle to make unified decisions without a system in place to act as a buffer or intermediary, and preserve the republic. The U.S. was established as a constitutional republic, with a system that blends majority rule with protections for smaller or less populous regions. Is the Electoral College still useful today? This is a matter of debate. Arguments in favor. First, it protects smaller states. The Electoral College prevents candidates from focusing only on large populous states, ensuring that smaller states retain influence. Second, it encourages broad appeal. Candidates must appeal to a diverse set of states across the country rather than only focusing on urban centers with large populations. Finally, the stability of the two-party system. The system tends to favor 2 major political parties, which some argue provides stability compared to multi-party systems that might lead to fragmented results. Arguments against using the Electoral College. First, the popular vote versus electoral vote mismatch. In some elections, a candidate who wins the national popular vote can lose the presidency because they didn't win enough electoral votes. This has happened 5 times in U.S. history, for example, in the 2000 and 2016 elections. Second, the focus on swing states. Campaigns tend to focus on a handful of swing states where the outcome is uncertain, leaving states with clear majorities for one party largely ignored. Third, the disproportionate power. States with smaller populations have a disproportionately larger impact per voter compared to more populous states. For example, a vote in Wyoming has more weight in the Electoral College than a vote in California. Lastly, the idea that it's obsolete or antiquated. Critics argue that modern communications and education have improved the electorate's ability to make informed choices, rendering the original concerns about direct democracy less relevant today. The future of the Electoral College remains a contentious issue, with advocates defending it as a safeguard for smaller states and critics pushing for change to reflect the popular vote. As the nation evolves, the debate over whether to preserve, reform, or replace the system will continue to shape conversations about how best to ensure fair and representative presidential elections in the modern era.